Welcome to the Johnny
Welcome to
Bonner
the
Show.
show.
We was
We was
waiting for that beautiful music to go with that wonderful opening that our COSO put together, Miss Catherine. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Johnny Bonner Show. It is exactly 10:09, July the 8th. We was gonna come on at 8 o'clock, but there was some things going on. We waited. A lot of y'all got to go to bed tonight. We're gonna try to give you 30 minutes hot. People keep saying how I speak about women and how I protect women. And the truth about it, my father taught me this. Then later on, the Nation of Islam. But when Marie Preston had this sophisticated lady, and I seen that word, sophisticated lady, it it always shook me, sophisticated lady. And it didn't say raggedy lady, hoish lady, uh, crack lady. It said sophisticated lady. Then when um, treated like a lady in 1986, I was in Las Vegas with him. Ali Woodson, who was the lead singer at the time of The Temptation, went platinum. So again, ladies and gentlemen, it's always been in me because how much I love my mother, and then how much I love my daughters, then how much I love my wife, India Cross, and uh, it was crazy. And so it happened. But uh, I just wanted to let you know tonight there's some things I've never talked about. It's a whole bunch of things I've never talked about. Shout out to my brother Willie D. You did a great job today, brother. Keep doing it. I love you, brother. You're doing a fantastic job. Don't stop. I'll be glad we hook back up and do something again in the near future. I love you, brother. Keep doing the work, brother. I got your back. Again, ladies and gentlemen, uh, I wouldn't have made it without the women. So I'm just telling the truth. I had a bunch of men, but the women, they really protected me. So again, uh, I have a guest here tonight. She gonna be asking me some hard questions. Uh, it was a unanimous vote for her to do it. So I'm gonna cut off now at the Johnny Bonner Show, and we're gonna give it to our sister, our COO, Miss Catherine Mills. Belong to you, sister.
Hi, everybody. So I'll be interviewing Mr. Binder off camera. So all you'll hear is my voice, but it's a pleasure to be with each and every one of you. I know you're anxious to learn more about him. But before I jump in, if you're listening on Facebook or Twitch, please go over to YouTube and watch the show there so you can comment and get live responses and be our guest by joining the show from there. Again, head over to YouTube once you get a chance. Help us get these views up and so we can bring you the content that you want to hear. So now we'll go ahead and get started. So like he said, we're going to talk about...
Excuse me, is your mic unmuted? Is your mic unmuted? Okay. Can't unmute your guests because they chose to mute themselves. Okay. Come on. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. So now we got that together. So tell me, Mr. Binder, about the first woman who ever believed in you and what her love looked like and how it shaped the man you are now.
You must have been around with it, D. How's it going? He come with some of that stuff. I like that when y'all ask me questions, nobody never asks me. It make me think because I don't remember all that. So I had to go back in my head. But definitely I remember that. Ask that question again.
Tell me about the first woman who ever believed in you. What did her love look like, and how did that shape the man you are now?
The first woman believed in me was a lady by the name of KK, Karen Quarles. She's prolific. I love her to this day. I will always love her. She, when they kidnapped me and gave me 18 years for robbing the jewelry store, and I brought 5 people back and proved that I was in Dallas. That's when I went gangster, because, like I told Willie D, I thought the system was fair. I was a square. I didn't know. I was a master brick mason. I didn't know nothing about no streets and none of that. I thought if you go to court and you tell the truth and you prove that you're innocent, you go home. I didn't know they say we don't give a damn what's said. You go in jail. One white boy said it was me, which was the son. Billy Bullock Sr. only said the back of my head, maybe. But the son positively said that's him. But 5 people, one white, one a security guard, Linda Lucky, daughter Lucky of a beauty shop where I signed in at, and the security guard at the hotel, proving that's where I was at, because he kicked me out to India, brought the money back to pay for the room.
Who was India?
India was my wife. India, one of the greatest women ever been in my life, India Cross, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'll tell you how I met her in a minute, but Karen was there before India, and Karen she packed it. She packed it, and when it was powerful the way she took care of me. She went borrowed money to help me pay for the lawyer to get me out on 18 years. Matter of fact, $20,000, and then I had to go get her. But again, Karen Quarles, I want to thank you for, and I don't know who you want in the movie to play you, but whoever you want to play you, you can tell me. I'm still praying for the children down in Texas. Father God, please find all of them. And God, we love our babies, and we know Jesus do too. In Christ's name we pray. Amen. But she was prolific. I thank her. She fought for me. I came home in trial. The lady came, Marie Terrell. They sit on the side of me. I know they had a mic somewhere. You see if I knew her. I've never seen that woman.
Who was Marie Terrell?
She was the lady that robbed the jewelry store, her and her husband. She wouldn't give her husband's name up, and I don't blame her. She was in Chubba Church, Maryland, and the DEA, Scott Carpenter, said he couldn't sleep no more for 3 years. And when I want to apologize again, I said Ken Shaffer wasn't Ken Shaffer. It was Stanley Snyder. He had got the evidence and come to me and told me raise some money where I could get the girl back and get a lawyer and investigator, because I had to send an investigator down there to make sure all that was true. And it was. She robbed a jewelry store. When it was coming out the jewelry store, but the same Cadillac, a yellow Fleetwood. They said, come on, let's go Jay. But my name was JJ, Diamond J. So I still know it wasn't me. So Scott Carpenter left Harris County. He left Harris County in 1983. Never came back. He in Fort Bend right now. I went to Fort Bend and met him and asked him why would he say I couldn't sleep at night. He said, we know you didn't rob no jewelry store. He said, I kept trying to tell him, let's not do it. Let's not do it. He said, but they wouldn't listen. He said, Harris County is rotten. He said, I couldn't be no DA there no more. I said, brother, can I hug you? Shook his hand, hugged him. I thanked him. And I asked him, did he want to play his role? He said no. So I don't know who I'm going to get to play him, but I'm going to think of somebody powerful because I'd have been messed up. I'd have to do aggravated. I'd have been in there for about 12, 13, 14 years. I didn't do it for 3 years, and my father died, so my head was crazy. Then I had to go out of prison. Grant Hardaway got me out, and Grant Hardaway did a great job. He was one of the most prolific black lawyers in the state of Texas, and he won the case, but they still did that. And Grant talked to the governor and the judge, Keegan. They let me out of jail with 18 years. And let me went home for 72 hours. My lawyer, it's not unheard of. No one ever done that one. My lawyer come to the thing. He said, brother, you gotta go back. My law agree on this. You gotta go back. He said, you going back? I said, yes, sir. I ain't gonna lie, though, it was hard to go back. And I wouldn't drive myself. I let Karen again drive me. But again, that's what happened. Like I told Willie D, when she took the witness stand, she said, Mr. Bond, I can't release you. You're in the appellate court, so I don't have the jurisdiction to release you. I said, but that ain't what you told me. You told me if I prove to you that I was innocent, you would let me go. She said, I said it.
And this was Judge Keegan?
Judge Joe Keegan. Put a hell on her name. Judge Joe Keegan. I love her. I don't know who's going to play a role in the movie, but I love her. I love her family. She's one of the few white judges that I know of that was over fair. And no racist bone in the body. She was a fair judge. We need all judges that's Caucasian to be like that. She was fair. She gave justice. And she let no DA just do anything in a courtroom. So, young people, I'm telling you this because it ain't going to happen for you. Ain't no judge going to tell you that. These judges going to cross you, throw you in there, and you never come out. This is why we're talking about this. You know, we're talking about Johnny Binder, but we're trying to talk about Johnny Binder where you won't fall into my trap. I don't want you to fall into the trap I fell into. I want you to go on and go to vocational school, and if you don't have one, we got one. We got plumbers, we got electricians. I'll put you with them and let you work with them until we open up the vocational school here in Houston, Dallas, Atlanta, and Chicago is where we're going to start. But again, I don't want you trying to be no Johnny Binder. Johnny Binder almost died 10 times. I should have been dead. So don't do that. The game out, God in. And so the lady, Judge O'Keegan, said, well, I don't know if I'm going to get arrested or what, but I'm going to be in a bunch of trouble. Mr. Binder, I said that. Call your mother. You're going home. I almost fell out. I've been locked up 3 years. 3 years, like 50 years. Man, I jumped, grabbed that telephone. I called my mom. My mom answered on the first ring. No, we had phones then, not no iPhone. And she said, baby, I said, mama, come get me. They racing down there. So this the cold part, ladies and gentlemen. I think I said this on what a D show. They was taking me back to the police thing, put the handcuffs on me, take me back, run me through the tunnel, take me across, take me back, take me upstairs, then let them calm me down, which it took about 4 or 5 hours. Because it takes 4, 5, 6 hours to get all the way back. Got to go in the holding cell, then another holding cell, then another holding cell. Then that holding cell, they got to take you upstairs. Then you got to stay there for count. So I wouldn't have been released about 12 that night, 1 o'clock. She said, take the handcuffs off him. I say, she says, who courtroom is this? She said, Judge, is yours. Take the handcuffs off him. He took them off. I'm shocked like they shocked. Because I don't know. I don't have no idea what she's finna do. But I want your children to see how God work. It wasn't me. She said, walking across the street, that's illegal. She told the police, two of them, walking across the street, take him to ID, fingerprint him, give him his stuff, let him go. Do not take him back in that jail. Take him to ID checkout. The whole courtroom looking. I'm looking. I'm like, oh my God. It was shocking. You know, all my stuff is up in Ellis. I got a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't care about this stuff. He could have it. And the police didn't want to do it. She said, Mr. Biden, I said, man, go enjoy your Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was the next day. So the news people, 13, 2, all of them came out there and video, and it was all over. One time we'll put it up in 1983. Man, God is great. And then they were going to try to do something to her. Governor Mark White came in and gave me a full pardon. So that saved Judge O'Keefe from any backlash. And I tried to get to her because I wanted to bless her with something. And, I just wanted to bless her. And I'm going to leave that alone. But I got to her, but I didn't give her nothing physically. But somebody gave her a beautiful pearl gift, pearl necklace. I've never told nobody that. But I loved her so much just for the truth. And that's one of the women made me. Because if she didn't do what she did, I never would have got out.
So you've lived multiple lives: the hustler, the artist, the father, the leader. Has love ever had to wait on you to grow into yourself?
Have you say you gonna sound like Willie D again? You say love what?
Has love ever had to wait on you to grow into yourself?
As love. Yeah, Delta, she getting deep here, Delta. Ari, Ari, both of them listening. In the gangster world?
At any point. Yeah, in the gangster world.
Yeah, okay. Because my first child, mother Linda, I was in love with her. And then Jackie, Felix, my son is a pastor. His beautiful mother. So I don't want to go through them because it's too emotional. But then I make a long story short, in the game, the first woman I truly loved was Karen. And then I left from there and met Sharon Pope. And Sharon Pope, I shouldn't be calling her whole name because I don't know nobody going question or nothing, but she was prolific. She was beautiful. She put the diamond in her mouth like me. And it wasn't big as mine, but her was pretty. And we instantly fell in love. I seen her one time, and it was, she was just brown skin, beautiful, no weight on her, fine. And she was a square. And I was in the game. Then, I'm mad because they done locked me up. So I'm with attitude. I shouldn't have been with one. Humility is the secret of greatness. Yeah, I go again telling y'all this because I don't want y'all to do what I did and get upset and go to the game. Because every time I say something, I'm going to tell y'all what not to do. Don't do that. You get a life sentence, won't never come home. Because I almost got one. So, but God protected me. So again, I went to a fight one day. This changed my whole life. Me and Billy McGee, the man that married Marie Preston. I love Marie. Uh, she's one of the closest women in my life. Marie Preston, the richest black woman ever in the state of Texas that will be in my movie. I don't know if I want to call the movie King and Queen or what. I don't know what we're going to call it, but we're going to bring her in. She's powerful. And that's what I went to prison for. But to make a long story short, I loved her, man. She let me buy the strip center, so sophisticated lady. And she didn't need the money. She had money, but she allowed me to buy it. She had a brand new Porsche. She take the notes off, it's yours. She had a brand new Benz, brand new. Because Marie is funny. She don't wear no jewelry. She don't care. They used to call her rag mop. She'll dress up every now and then, and she look good when she dress up. But that wasn't her thing. She put on some blue jean t-shirt, and a t-shirt so quick it won't go. But that was my partner. She was powerful. I loved her. And she was very powerful. And I loved her. But we went to a game. And Marie, me, Billy McGee paid for the tickets. And our tickets was like 3, 4, 5,000. It was on the first and second row. He was a multi-millionaire. He bought a Rolls Royce and a mansion. Yeah. Blue and silver. Pretty. He loved Marie. And we went down there, and it was Muhammad Ali fighting Spinks because he had lost the fight in Vegas. And so he come back to redeem himself. And, I'm betting on Muhammad Ali. I didn't care too much Spinks. And people talking that talk. Put your money where your mouth at. And we in the Superdome in New Orleans. And after the fight was over, Muhammad Ali did his thing. He did his thing. Hook off the jab, Dan. He whooped him. So Spink couldn't catch up to him. The fight was over. I got my mic on, all my jewelry. Billy McGee, we in the seats, the ring right there. We right here. So we gonna spend some crazy money for this. And I'm walking away. And I see some little yellow woman, and there's thousands of women in there. We're in the Superdome, 40,000, 50. And here goes this yellow woman walking through. Had some nice clothes on, shoes, purse. Everything matching, and her hair. Classy, not trashy. Nothing showing. My play dad, Billy McGee, said, "Boy, she pretty." I said, "Wait a minute." I ran over there. Because, the place, everybody's shaking hands, taking pictures, talking, all kind of celebrities there, ball players. So a whole lot going on. But I see her. I said, "Ma'am, how you doing?" And the reason I'm telling you is, y'all, when you get a good woman of God, hold on to her. And she looked at me. I said, I'd like to speak to you. She said, "Please." I said, "You must don't know who I am." She said, "You must don't know who I am." And she kept on going. So, okay, I met another sister out of Chicago, Tish. And I got her number. And we stayed on 6459 Cottage Road. She in Chicago, India in Milwaukee, 90 miles away. Now, this is crazy. So I go eat, me and the crew, my entourage. There's a bunch of restaurants in New Orleans. And we at this soul food restaurant. I was eating the wrong food. I know how to eat. Don't y'all go eat what I ate. So I went in there. Thank God I ate the wrong food. This time it paid off. I look, I see India. The lady I was trying to talk to, I look at her. So I said, I'm going to get her. She go to the cash register. I'm going to pay for her food. I got a wad about 10,000, big old band on. Boom. She said, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm finna pay for your food." Tell the girl, get her wad. Boom. She had a wad. Now I'm confused. This looks square looking girl, beautiful, got this kind of money, no tattoos, nothing on her, clean, white teeth. So I'm all confused now. I said, "Okay, ma'am, let me get your number." She said, "Sir, I'm not going to give you my number." Oh, I said, "You know what? You take my number." She said, "Sir, if I take your number, I'm not going to ever call you." I said, "Okay, I ain't going to never call. I go for that." I say, I didn't know about Luck and Lucifer back then. I said, "I'm going to try my luck. Please take my number, please." So one of the girls said, "Baby, take his number so we can go." I wrote my number down. We had no phone back then. I gave it to her, so she left. About 6 months later, the phone rang. "How you doing?" Had no idea it was up. "I see you, son. I see you. I see you. Get ready. I want all the hard questions tonight." Uh, and I said, "This you?" She said, "India." I said, "You called me?" She said, "Man, I'm at the airport. What's the address?" "You in Houston?" She said, "What's the address?" 4210 Tavernar, 77042. And boy, it seemed like she was gonna never get there because I was anxious. Boy, she rolled up, Miss Catherine. That was the first love of my life. Catherine, I was so crazy. It was like David and Bathsheba. I done seen Bathsheba. Yeah, Bathsheba and Tom coming from the airport, and I fell in love with her, and she shaped my whole life. She shaped my whole life. That's a fact. She gave me my first $500,000. She was a hustler. She'd go get diamonds. I ain't gonna go into all that, but she'll go get diamonds and bring them back to me. And then I took out the game. I didn't want to do it no more, so I took out the game. But yeah, that was the love of my life. It's one of the women, besides the judge and Marie and Karen, that helped shape me. But that was a great thing. I want to put both of them on here, just in case they ever want to say something, ask some extra question. May I?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
I
Okay.
have a couple more questions.
No, I don't let you stop. You run the show, but what Delta? Okay. Delta over here, okay.
Y'all
Delta,
getting deep tonight.
Hello, hello. Peace, everyone.
you hear me? Eric, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. It's a blessing to be here. Y'all getting deep tonight.
They are. They really are. He talk about the first love of his life.
Oh,
Okay.
I love it.
You're not muted. I don't know why I don't hear you.
Y'all can't hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, Delta.
Hello?
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Am I coming in clear on your side too,
You
Delta?
are. You are.
Okay. Awesome, awesome. I'm trying to see. He say he don't hear us. Let's see.
Right.
Can y'all hear me?
I
Yes, ma'am.
can.
No, bad.
Can y'all hear? Delta, Eric,
Yes, sir.
Yep.
you got it over there.
I'm sorry, had a little technical difficulty. So I have just a few more. Well, in fact, I'm gonna take a small break. I do have a few more questions that I want to ask him. Did y'all have any questions or comments so far?
I don't. I think it's an awesome
Why can't I hear
testimony.
over here? You just took my sound. You got it over there. I'm trying to hear it over here like I did last night. Ari, unlock your thing. Let me hear. You got it.
There he is.
Hello? I don't hear you over here.
I can hear everybody.
That's the
Can
devil trying to
everybody
mess
hear
the
me?
show up. It's
Yes,
something.
Delta, I can hear you.
Miss Delta, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm trying to unlock this where I can. You know what? I know what it is.
Ari is muted. Isn't
Speak now. Y'all speak.
Hello.
Speak now.
he? I can hear you fine, Delta. I can't hear Ari. Ari.
I can hear everybody. I mean, yeah, I can hear everybody.
Okay. All right, y'all, come on. Any
Hello.
questions?
Can
The
you hear
women
me?
that shaped my life when I was a gangster. I should hear you here. How you turn this up over here? I think that's what it is. Mm.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
No, I was just speaking to the audience because now I'm on camera.
Y'all
so
finally seen the COO. She
so
was trying
Kat,
to hide.
you can see
And God
you
let
can
that
hear
speaker go
me.
out on her. Tell him to speak where she can hear.
I can hear you, Delta. Let me remove myself from the stage. Okay, y'all, thank you for your patience. We're having some few technical difficulties, but I think we're gonna have to keep rolling. Okay. I don't hear them coming through here.
That is so crazy. You turn my speaker up?
I'm gonna just go join y'all in the chat.
Okay.
All right. See y'all soon.
Alrighty.
What's she doing?
She says she's gonna join us in the chat.
This thing messing up tonight.
Okay. We're just gonna have to roll with it because your speaker volume is fine.
Yeah, your thing took the speaker.
I don't know how to do that. Okay.
Let me see something. If I take you out for 1 minute, let me see. Okay. Oh, Delta gone. Let's be honest with Delta. Okay. Piece of that was a beautiful testimony of a black love. Mr. Bonner got his mind blown real quick. Okay, Delta. I'm gonna get you for that one. Speak to me, my brother, my godson, my co-host. Can I hear you? Turn your speaker up.
He's muted.
You muted. Man from studio. Oh my
We're
God.
just gonna keep it going, and we'll bring them back in. Now you're trying to run from these questions. I think that's what it is.
Come on with it. Let's go. Let's go. They'll be right back. Let's go.
So we're gonna shift gears a little bit. So what has fatherhood, especially to a daughter, or your daughters rather, taught you about yourself and your past?
Well, we have to learn how to take care of our daughters because the church don't teach it, and the streets sure ain't gonna teach it. And I just love my daughters. I didn't know how to love them. And my oldest daughter, Lavetta, she had asthma, so it drew me to her because of her asthma. She could die at any time. But I love all my daughters. Ari, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. I switched to my phone.
You hear?
I'm trying to see. I was on my iPad.
Turn up loud enough where I can hear him too.
Let me
But
know.
again, look at Jackson back here, Sean Jackson back here, Mr. Nonstop. How you doing, brother? May God bless you. But again, ladies and gentlemen, uh, it's to love your children, take care of your children, and the more young people you take care of your children, whether you're in the game or not the game. If you're in the game, I'm trying to get you out. You already know that. If you're in the gang, I'm trying to get you out. If you're gonna be in the gang, all y'all come together and do something positive. Y'all gonna be brothers, be good brothers. Don't be no brothers where y'all doing crime after crime, because somebody gonna get caught, something gonna happen, and a bunch of people going to jail. It's not worth it. So again, take care of your wife, take care of your women, take care of your children, take care of your sons, take care of your mother. That's a job we have and a job we have to do. That's from Johnny Bonder, Dr. Jeremiah. What's the next question?
What's the next? Well, not quite. I have a follow-up to that one. So we know how pivotal the father's role is, and it's just not for you. This is for all men in shaping how their daughters interact in the world, how safe they feel, how they behave in relationships, things of that nature. So you said you had to learn how to be a father to a daughter. What did that look like on that journey? Or what does the journey currently look like?
Well, because I had to make up to all my children. I had been gone for 10 years. In the 3 years, I didn't make up. Didn't have sense enough. But after the 10 years, when I learned God, when I come home, I want to apologize to them because they finished school. I wasn't there to walk them across the stage. I wasn't there to get their limousine. I wasn't there to take them out. It was 10 years of their life I missed. We had a 4-month trial, 9 lawyers, 300 witnesses. I could have got a life sentence real easy, you know. I didn't stop. Edit display. Okay. It's just messing up. But I didn't do anything. I just prayed while I was in jail, and I kept studying about the woman. And 75% of the teaching of the Nation of Islam was about the woman. So that gave me what I needed, because they so tough, left, right, left. I never thought the teaching would be that much about a woman. And I asked one of the ministers, matter of fact, the regional minister, Rob Muhammad, which is Lean Muhammad right now. I'm gonna ask some of these questions y'all got up here too. He asked a question, and it was deep the way he told me. He said, brother, until you honor and respect woman, he said, you'll never know God. So I was like, what the hell is he saying? Because I'm blind, deaf, and dumb. I'm learning. I'm a child. He said, brother, until you honor and respect woman, you never know God. And a lot of young people, they say, well, if she respect me, I respect her. No, brother. No. whether she respect you or not. If she curse you, you don't curse her. It's in Peter 3, husband and wife. You'll do railing for railing, hollering for hollering, evil for evil. It's in the Bible. You walk away. You say, baby, I see you upset. And if y'all live together, y'all married, go in the guest room. Don't go out the house because Jezebel out there. But go in the bedroom and close the door. And wake up the next morning, don't even bring it up. And if you knew the Bible, you could show her where she's wrong, so she can understand it. But again, the woman is the greatest element in life. Without y'all, we don't be here. And that's why God said it wasn't good for man to be alone. So women, tonight, y'all getting y'all glory, y'all smelling y'all flowers, because without y'all, we wouldn't make it. So the woman is the most important factor in life. She's the mother of earth. And all life came from her. So we have to honor her and respect her, whether she respects herself or not. We have a slogan, there's no such thing as a no good woman. There's a no good man made it that way. So no matter what she do, we're going to do everything we can to clean up and get on the right track and get her to God. Because we know when she's in her right mind and she's spiritual and the slave mentality is off of her, she will act accordingly. She's not a B. She's not an H. She's not a one-night stand. She's not a prostitute. She's none of that, young man. That's what the world made her. That ain't what God made her. And whatever God made her, that's what she is. Anything else, she's acting it out. That's what Rahab did. And that's why God trusted her with the men of God and lied for them and got blessed. And Solomon came down and told this woman that's supposed to be a prostitute, I'm marrying you. She had to be shocked. It didn't show us in the Bible how shocked she was, but common sense would tell you one of the angels marrying her, and they had the baby, not Jackass, but Boaz. And it don't be for this woman, Rahab, Jesus never got here. Because Boaz had Ruth, and Ruth had Obed. Obed had Jesse. Jesse had David. David had Solomon. And Jesus come out the root, Romans 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Jesus come out the root, offspring of David and Jesse. So if it don't be every for a woman that they call a prostitute, we never had a savior. So that's why we can never call a woman no good. She's only no good for what we done to her, because she wasn't born to be no good. She was born to give life. She was born to help us be successful. And why to say to help mate, help meet. Anybody can mate, but to help meet is here. And when you got that kind of woman to help you meet your goal and your purpose, that's the woman of your life. That's your lifeline. And that's a woman of God. And young men, when y'all find a woman like that, and I know somebody found one, when y'all find a woman like that, don't let her go, because you holding on to God. You loving the God that's in her. So young men, I hope y'all heard me. You don't want no woman of America. You want a woman of God. God loves a peace and not confusion. Yes, ma'am.
So just one last question.
Come on with
We
it.
have a lot of women that are raising young men. And sometimes watch the news and we see how these kids are being impacted because their dads are not home. What words of encouragement or advice would you give those women that don't have that male figure or that male role model in the home?
Well, that's why some women try to act as a alpha, woman king. She do all she can to act as and be tough as she can be to play both roles, which is hard to do. I don't know the percentage, but it's not high. A lot of women has been successful in doing this, but it's our job, even if we're not with the woman, the co-parent, without restrictions. So again, young men, is very powerful, man. When you have a baby, take care of your child. Don't let child support catch up to you. Make a deal with her and tell her, I want to pay it. Give me a chance to pay it. Don't give me to the government. I don't need him to make me take care of my child. Be your own man. You don't need no other man over you to tell you to take care of your child. Don't do that. So to all the women that's raising the children by yourself, I'm praying for you that God will give you a man of God who will come in your life and help raise your children. Because once he accept you, he got to accept her and the children. So I want to thank y'all. I want to thank y'all for Eric. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. I want to thank y'all for doing what it do. And these are women he came back on. These are the women that have shaped my life. And India got killed. Got shot in the back. Yeah. And that I was upset with God for years. Yeah. She had never left home without me. And she was with her girlfriend, Callan. And some kind of way the gun went out, hit her in the back. So I went over there to kill the dude. And I was gonna kill him, y'all, and I apologize. I supposed to let the law take the law in their own hand. So I ain't trying to teach the audience that. None of y'all that. But I was in love. So I was gonna kill him. So when I got there to kill him, the police had already got him. And he got 99 years. And then the other lady of my life, Bunny Jean Bassett, she helped me a whole lot. That was my daughter called the other night, Michelle. I'll be with her tomorrow. I'm taking her to eat tomorrow. I'm gonna call her tonight. I know she's asleep. And the other one was godmother that came down, was like my right hand. She was just so smart. And then when I went back to Chicago, I got Tish back, the one I met at the fight. And that love came again, not the same way India was, on another level. She was old India. And one night, she left and she went to Miami somewhere. I woke up and about $1 million of money was in the drawer. She don't even know my last name. My partner, Sam Armstead, I wake him up. I show him the money. I say, man, look at this. All $100 bills in a drawer like this. It blew my mind. So my guy said, come on, man, let's go. No, F that H, let's go. And boy, I'm so glad I live by principle. I say, no, man. I say, no. I ain't doing that, brother. I say, I'm not doing that. Thank you, sir. I pray I be Mr. Nonstop. I say, I'm not doing that. And me and him fell out. I told him to go on back to Milwaukee. You know, he got in his car and left. I remember his name, Sam Armstead. So I was confused. Then I went in the closet. She had about $500,000 worth of mink coats and chinchillas and foxes with the tags on them. I'm like 20,000, 10,000. I'm like, what? My whole mind blew. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, this gonna be in the movie. And so I went on laid back down. So she came in that night. When she got in, I got out of bed. I said, "Hey, man," I snatched the drawer. I said, "What's all this?" She said, "That's my money. What you left it here with me for?" She said, "I want to marry you." I say, "What?" We ain't been together about 2 months. She said, "I want to marry you for your birthday, 12th of November." I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. I said, "Well, okay, let me go home and talk to my mom and my family." She said, "Well, I'm gonna give you $3 million." I say, "What?" "Yeah, I'm gonna give you $1 million. Go home and take care of your family, and you can spend the other $2 million here doing your real estate." Because I got in real estate. And I'm trying to figure out, no, she ain't no Fed. You know, she ain't no police. And I ain't doing nothing illegal. So I said, okay. She said, "Get the money." I said, "No, leave it there for now. I'll get it later." So I got on the plane. I left the money there because my head was messed up. 3 million, my head was messed up, man. And I could take $1 million with me. Yeah. So I flew out, went to Houston, told my mama I was gonna pay my mama house off, buy a car, get my children straight, move to Chicago, And at the time, I'm getting ready for all that. She come down, called me to holler in on, "Man, hey, what's going on?" I said, "What's up? You gonna marry me or what?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, when you gonna come get the money?" I brought the money with me. I say, "Ma'am, I had to talk to my mom. I didn't want to touch your money." And so she told Helen and all of them to get out the room. So when they got out the room, ladies and gentlemen, she started crying. I'm like, "What you crying for?" Whoa. What you crying for? I'm so confused now. But I've been through it, ain't I? I'm like, "What you crying for?" "I gotta tell you something." I said, "Tell me what?" "I'm from Chicago. We're in the black mafia. We can't marry outside of our clique." I say, "What?" She said, they said, "We know you're in love with him. We're gonna let you add on to the law. Not break the law, but add on to it. He seemed like you're a good guy." I went gamble with him. I went ate with him, all the crew. They say, "We're gonna leave that money in the room. If the nigga take the money, we're gonna kill him at the bottom of the stairway. Now either you do that or we'll kill both of you." I don't know this going on, brother. She done violated the code. They're gonna kill both of us. I'm out my jurisdiction. I ain't got my crew with me, and I got a rented gun. And that one gun couldn't have hit all them off. I'm thinking I'm good. Man, I say, "What? That's why you left that money there?" She said, "Yeah." "You ain't write no note?" She said, "If I'd have wrote you a note, anything, they'd have killed us." She said, "That's why I made love to you, and I got up that morning praying that you didn't take it. You didn't take it. And they love you, and they waiting for you to come back to Chicago. You have principle." And that what I'm trying to teach y'all now, suppose I'd have been a rat, a roach, trashy, and took that woman money, I wouldn't be sitting here. But because I had principle and she trusted me with her money, with her home. I didn't take it. And I've been had that kind of trust with every female I ever been with. I would never steal. Never. And that's why I'm alive. And she helped shape my life as well. So when I got ready to marry her, they arrested me. Say I robbed a jewelry store. There you go. So I was gone for 3 years. I supposed to been coming back to her to marry her in 1979, November 12th. I wasn't there. But she was hot. She was hotter than me. I'm in jail. She don't even know it. Yeah. Sure did. So that's some of the women. And my police woman, Cindy Tyler. Oh man, she was beautiful. And I met her with my sister, Sincere Allen. And Cindy was a police officer. And when I met Cindy, Eric, she was a police officer. And she was powerful. She was the prettiest police. I mean, she had it here, back there, pretty white teeth. Oh man, she was pretty.
Yeah.
She was the prettiest thing in the club. My sister told me, said, that's a police. I said, I don't care what she is. I got to have her. And I went at her. And
Wow.
I got her. I kept her for about 3 years. That was my girl. I was going to marry her. That was my girl. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell the rest of the story another day, but Cindy Tyler. Yeah. They called us together, took her through all that. But yeah. Women was good to me. And I was good to them. And we were successful. So that's some of the women of my life. I won't talk about now, but I talk about the gangster. So again, I see that. So again, Catherine, any other questions?
No, that was it. Thank you for sharing. Look forward to doing this again. I learned a lot about you this evening, and I'm sure the audience appreciates it. So if y'all missed it, you'll be able to catch the replay. We'll drop the link on Facebook so you can come back and watch it on YouTube. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Subscribe, and check the channel out. Got a lot of good information there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Man, you got
all right, Delta, you got anything to say? Eric, you got anything to say?
Yeah, I do. That you got to put the last one you talked about. Can you hear me?
Turn it up.
Yeah, turn it up.
Yeah, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. Something happened where I'm not hearing you over here on the speaker. But
okay, how about
I'm
now?
gonna play from that one. I hear you.
Okay.
It's
That last part where you talking about the lady in Chicago, you got to put that in your movie. That's crazy.
What do you say?
That lady, the black mafia.
Yeah, that was deep. Yeah, they could have killed me.
That's gonna blow everybody's mind right there.
I've never told it.
You never said that on Willie Dude.
It's the truth.
This is all new to me. That's wild.
But it teaches young people that if you're going to be with a woman, don't be with her for money. Love her, cherish her, and have principle. And if she got money, use her money when she allow you to make money with it and give her money back and be successful. And God will bless you. Never steal her money. That's not a man of God. That's a thief. And I wasn't no thief. So by me having principles, the black Chicago mob felt that let's see what he's gonna do. I don't know how they felt about it, but my partner, Sam Armstead, I gotta put this. He okay. So he wanted me to take the money. Now think if I was weak, Eric, I'd be dead. Cause both of us be dead. Man, get the money. Come on, man. Let's go, man.
You stopped to think.
Man. No, he wasn't thinking. He wasn't no thinking.
No. You stopped to think, not him.
Oh yeah. I wasn't going for it. He was trying to make me be what he was. A thief. No principle. I wasn't doing that.
That's
no way I was
quickest
gonna
way
do
to
that.
get killed.
That just, and I'm so glad my father, because I had not gotten the nation then. I'm just so glad my father taught me honesty, principle, and respect a woman.
Wow.
And do not put your hand on her. He said, if you do, you're a coward. And if I hear about it, I'll kill you.
That's real. That's how it's supposed to be. We don't live in that society nowadays. And I do have about 3 questions.
Come on.
Catherine did an amazing job diving into detail. So I want to give her a round of applause for that. That was very good, Catherine.
Thank you.
So my first one is, because I was taking notes, how did your relationship with your mother or grandmother shape the way you moved in the streets?
Say that again.
How did your relationship with your mother or grandmother shape the way you moved in the streets? We're operating with all
deep.
different people.
You had some, Catherine, nothing really D ain't asked me. From a 24-year-old child, from the mouth of a babe. My mother, she always would tell me, don't disrespect a woman. Will you disrespect your mother? I said, no, ma'am. Do not disrespect a woman. So it kept going over and over again that we should not do that. So it was reeled into me, first from my father, then my mother, then my grandmother. You know, she was tougher than mama. So it just wasn't no disrespecting no woman in that house.
Wow. Yeah, that's powerful right there. Because nowadays it's like I didn't really get to have the chance to have my grandparents in my life. They unfortunately passed away before I was here on this earth. But the old school grandmas didn't take no mess. It's like nowadays the grandmas are getting younger. And they out here on Instagram, going out to the clubs, and they grandmothers. It's just mind-boggling to me. So it's good to hear that she instilled those type of morals and principles.
She was a major part. My daddy being number 1, my mother number 2, and my grandmother number 3.
Wow. So, okay, we always hear about the ride or die woman, right? Or women. What's the reality behind that when you're living that type of life?
That's deep. You ride or die.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Meaning
got wiser.
if you get in an altercation, she right there with you. If you got to pull a quick one on somebody, she doing it right behind you on some Bonnie and Clyde type of business.
Well, Sharon Pope was my ride or die. She proved to me that another lady named Angie was flying all around, but my ride or die was Sharon Pope. She was
Wow.
there for me. She did everything to save me. I was so dumb. I got 7 Cadillacs. I won't even break this out here. I got a Rolls Royce, the limousine. They ain't make but 50 of them. I got the 11, 12, 13 one out of the showcase window. I bought my Rolls Royce in the middle of the night with $1 bills. I had so much money. And
Oh man.
I woke the owner up and told him, I said, man, I give you extra $1,000. Come on, wake up. And she said, say, man, where you gonna park all these cars? Look how dumb I was. I got a condo, some trap houses and other stuff. And I started thinking, man, that woman went and bought me a big old house, man, with my money and hers. And I parked all the cars. I had even bought, I was buying cars so fast, I had not even bought a place to put them all at.
Now, whose name was you putting
I don't
all
hear. I
these
don't hear.
different? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Whose name was you putting all the cars, all the homes in? Because I know you said on Willie D, you wasn't using your name at all with all this.
I used my sister's name when I bought the shopping center from Marie Preston, my
Okay.
fall partner, my baby. I love her. And the cars, I never took them out of Marie's name or whoever name it was in. The Porsche, the Benz, and the Cadillacs, I bought in my people name. I didn't buy none of this stuff in my name.
Gotcha. So you really stuck to that code right there.
I stuck to the code.
Now I got one more question, and this
I bought the Rolls Royce in my mother's name.
Wow.
She wouldn't even drive it.
That's big, man. That's big. So I got a question that's gonna relate to the women of today, the younger generation, right? And just your point of view of where you see it's at right now and where it's going for the future. So we see so much content, on social media of younger women or older women promoting to chase the bag, right? Chase the bag, get a bag. And they're promoted, not all of them, because there's a lot of hustlers out there that's really getting to the money. But what about the ones that's a majority that's promoting their bodies, okay, in a way that they don't have to profit from money? What do you see that for the future? Because we got people out here, right? Artists, Sexy Red, Megan Thee Stallion.
Turn it up.
They are all power position for the younger youth of women. And so where do you see that it is currently at that state and where it's going with the future generation?
So the question you're asking goes direct to it again. Say it again.
So we see the whole deal of today's younger generation of women. They chasing the bag. They saying F the dude. I don't need no dude. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the money. F the dude. And they're playing in a masculine frame, right? And so when they're promoting their bodies, right? I mean, a lot of girls nowadays, you see them as bottle girls, They could be strippers on OnlyFans, or they have just they're self-made and they actually put in the work behind it to be a successful entrepreneur. And I applaud those women. But what do you see the current state of where women is right now and where it's going as far as the younger generation being hypnotized and mind influenced by the wrong stuff?
That's a good question. I know you don't know Willie D, but you come with a strong question. It's gonna be hard, man. We need our fathers back to help teach our daughters. A lot of them don't know, and we wilding out. And then a lot of women got a little money, is making a silly statement saying that I don't need no man. That's ludicrous.
Yeah.
God seen Adam at his best. And God said to Adam, it is not good for man to be alone. That's why the Pope, John Pope Paul, I sent a thing out to him 2-3 weeks ago. I'm doing it again. Here it is. Pope, I pray you wise enough, like Josiah was at 16. I mean at 8, and 16 years later at 24, at your age, ain't this something? Josiah changed the law. So, Pope, Your Highness, you can change the law. Change the law and let the priest know God said it's not good for man to be alone, and give them people a woman and stop going against God. It's too many religions go against God. It's too many people go against God. That's why in Revelation 12:9, it say the devil should deceive the whole world. So what I'm saying to you young people, your mothers and fathers, some of them followed me. So I'm saying you followed me when I was a fool, when I was a dummy, a jackass. Follow me now to God. You follow me to the devil, follow me now. And you women that saying y'all don't need no man, there's no truth in that. None. None. Even if you're trying to be a lesbian, you need a man where he can bring you back. So none of that work. You incomplete until a woman and man lock in, not just physically, but spiritually. So a lot of people don't understand that. And I learned that through going to prison. And the same teacher taught Malcolm X taught me.
That's powerful. That's powerful. You hit it right on the nail, because we're at a standstill with the women right now. They're not wanting to, and it goes back to the man too. How you said the fathers need to step up, be in the kids' lives, but it's just a hate factor in between, and I see it mostly the Black culture. I'm gonna be real, because between the partying, club culture, okay, and then music, those are some of the biggest influences in Black culture, almost. And so it's like how you said it needs to come back together. It's like trying to solve a mathematical equation on how they move.
It's the most important, significant gift we have is to learn the woman. Because America, a nation rises no higher than its woman. And I'm Johnny Binder. I didn't know it then. I knew the woman was special when I bought Sophisticated Lady. I bought the whole strip center for Marie Preston. I put it in my sister's name, Sister Allen. But I didn't buy it for the pool hall or the beauty shop I was building out for my sister, the game room, the 24-hour store, because I started to put some gas out there. I didn't buy it for that. I bought it because it's a sophisticated lady. Them lights be blinging out there at night. It was just so pretty, man.
Yeah.
And Ali Woodson sung that song, Treated Like a Lady, right at the same time, 1986. Yeah. So I always knew the woman was special, but I couldn't prove it. But I know it now and can prove it now. And that's the life I live.
That's awesome. And I applaud that. Now I got a follow-up question behind that, because there's a lot of women out here that's working like a man, and they shouldn't have to, right? And so
But
what do you have to say to the women that might be working 1, 2 jobs, maybe providing for the baby daddy, right? And the baby daddy not putting in more work than her, but she's got some goal that she wants to obtain for her and her family, her kids. She might be an entrepreneur minded. She may have a college degree. What do you say to the man that's allowing himself to be outworked by a woman?
the man that don't have a job, you said?
He could not have a job, or he could have a job, but
It-
he go home and he get on the game. He has no ambition. He just stuck.
Well, let me help him out. Our people in Revelation 12:9 are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And then God said in the New Testament, study and show yourself approved. Then it say, our people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Then say the devil should deceive the whole world in Revelations 12:9. The whole world. So again, it's essential for a man to find his purpose. It's essential for him to find out who he is. And he must learn to love his mother. And once he loves his mother, which shouldn't be hard to do, because she brought him here, he'll love his wife or his woman. So that's the problem we have. He was in her womb for 9 months with fainting and pain. She brought him to life. You and your girlfriend womb every now and then. So there's no reason not to love your mother, no matter what circumstance it is. You may not love her way, well, clean up her way. Help her clean it up. And don't give up on her. She didn't give up on you, because if she did, you wouldn't be here.
That's
A
powerful.
woman is that important. A nation rises no higher than its woman. It's a bunch of women, not a whole lot of them, but it's some women doing some low down things, set you up, get you robbed, all kind of stuff. But them not women of God. Them women of the darkness, the devil. But most women don't do that. And when you get a good woman, you got the woman of God. You got the second self of God. And y'all stand side by side, y'all unison. You come in the spiritual, y'all unity.
Powerful.
Every man, every great man, 99% of the time got a great woman. Because we need that woman there to push us, to pray for us, to lift us up. Some women get in your face and tell you, baby, take my car, take my credit card, take this $100. I bought you a suit, put it on. I know it's
believe
hard.
in you.
I got you. Go for it. So when you say ride and die, that's a ride and die. I want to ride and live, but a ride and die, it was a woman that whatever you do, and it was a problem, she had a gun too. She rolling. She got your back at all times.
Yeah.
She don't let nobody touch you, your money, none of that. She watching you while you watching them.
Mm.
And gonna tell you which one ain't no good. Because one
Yeah.
of them gonna hit on her. So she gonna say, you know, you in the restroom? Yeah. Little Killer Jr.? Yeah, he said something to me.
Yeah.
So all you gotta do is leave your woman in the room with them thugs.
Mm.
And whichever one of the guys is no good and your woman pretty, they gonna say something. One of them gonna say something, if not two.
And that's why I
Then you'll
believe
know
too.
to get them out your camp. Get them out your camp.
That's why I believe too in not keeping secrets from your woman. Involve her. I want to tell like young people out there or just older, whoever, involve the woman of God, whoever is meant to be in your life, in your business. Let her know what you got going on. Let her know what type of ideas that you want to do. Because she needs to be on the same frequency as you operate on. If you have ambition, if you aspire to be somebody, she needs to understand where you're going. What's the vision? So you have to, what I would say is too, take her dream building. If you believe in like you like mansions or big homes, nice cars, whatever the case might be, and you aspire to be wealthy, right? Take her dream building. That's gonna build the relationship to a whole nother level. And I learned
Yep.
that from one of my mentors, my
When
dad.
come on.
So
You say your
when you
daddy?
got when you guys are on one accord, nothing can beat you because she understands the assignment. So guess what? She's not gonna nag you when you working late at night or you working to create something that takes time away from the relationship.
Got it. Speak.
So you gonna win regardless. Oh, you got the mic.
Yeah, I got it. I'm learning. She done taught me so much.
That's perfect timing then.
I need it. I can talk better than you now. It was hard for me
There
to
we
hear
go.
you from over there, but we weren't gonna stop the show. There's too many people want to see us now, and they done heard about you, and they know about her, and they know about Willie D, and we got over 4 million out, with 3 different tapes, and I'll be glad we do the 4th one. I'm waiting on him, and he gonna come back to the show and do me one for my show, but we got over 1,000 people now. We need 3 more
Wow.
thousand. So I need everybody to hit the like, to subscribe button so we can get this out. So I like for my people to come on. Delta, she dropped.
Oh,
Yeah. Delta, I need you to get started tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to make sure everything's in your account tonight. So I need you to get started immediately. We got a whole marketing firm coming in. Yeah, they cold-blooded. They do it all. I give you the contract like you see it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm on here to do my movie. That's what I came on here for. And in the process of doing my movie with Willie D, the Johnny Binder show came out of it. I've never imagined this, but I'm glad to be here. I'm glad for my co-host. I'm glad for my COO. I'm glad for those that back me, that push me. I won't call their name. You don't need to know them. And it's just a wonderful thing. And y'all can call in at 281-896-8215 at any time. Any question you got, we will attempt to answer it. And if we don't know it, I can make a phone call, get my regional minister. Somebody gonna know we're gonna answer it some kind of way. And we want the Johnny Binder show to talk about Johnny Binder, Then talk about how Johnny Bonner got out of hell with a gasoline jacket on. So you can hear all the crazy stuff, the fighting, all this. You can hear about all that. 7 police officers jumped me. We'll talk about that one day. So again, but God saved me for this moment where I will be the voice to lift the children back to him. So I'm going to tell it through the Johnny Bonner story. So I need all y'all to go and get your friends and hit this this subscribe button. Hit this subscribe button so we can get this thing done. It is very essential, very important. There goes the tag right there, The Johnny Bonner Show, at The Johnny Bonner Show. That's how you get to me. Come on, like, subscribe. We got over 1,000 views. We need 3 more thousand. I need you, young man, to take these shows, put on your thing, let them know you're the co-host, and let young people know that we doing this show and the movie to bring them out the street, to bring them out the gang and game. The game and the game. So this show is to give them knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. This is what this show is for. I'm listening.
Man,
All on you now. I can hear you now.
yeah, you said a lot right there, and that's awesome. This is an exciting time, and people are tuning in all over the world, and this is taking the nation by storm. Everybody gonna know. Everybody's gonna hear and know this story. And so, just going over everything we said, right, with the woman being the centerpiece for today.
Excuse me. The woman's the centerpiece in life.
Mm,
It's God, then the woman.
yeah,
It's God, then the woman. Because without the woman, you're incomplete. God fixed it that way. And the pastors and school teachers and all of them that's supposed to be teachers, we're going to have to teach them to teach it that way. Because you got men, I don't need no woman.
mm,
Then you got women, I don't need no man. Well, all that's going against God's law. Because God said it's not good for man to be alone and put the woman with the man. We are incomplete without a woman of God. You're not complete because you got a woman. You're only complete when you got a woman of God. I never said that. I never said that. You're not, I'm always saying you, you're complete only when you got a woman of God, structure, principle, classy, not trashy. And the women that's trashy, there's no such thing as a no good woman. That was a no good man made her that way.
mm,
So that's where all that trash come from. You understand?
yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Get it
what's
right on
wrong.
the now.
Yes, sir. That's what's wrong, brother. They won't a lot of dudes think they weak when they dealing with a woman like that. You know,
Mhm.
man, fuck that bitch, man. I'm gonna cuss out, man. I'm kidding about that hoe, man. Brother, that's a low self animalistic mindset.
What
That
I
ain't no
don't understand
mindset
is
of God.
how, right, you could have a woman let's say she's more successful than the guy's current position, but the guy's jealous of her success, like how you related back to Houston and Bobby Brown,
Come on.
right? Bobby he really was scared, okay, of how Whitney shined bright in a room. But why wouldn't you lift your woman up and say, man, look at my woman. She's amazing. She's a
Right,
god. She's a goddess.
right.
You should praise that. So it's just mind-boggling how you could be in certain positions of power, right? Whether she's bigger or whatever, and you sabotage yourself. You self-sabotage yourself.
Well, I'm gonna play Bobby role in the movie. I love Bobby Brown, so I don't want nobody to get this wrong. But I hate his way. And every time Whitney would come off the elevator, I would Bobby. I'll be with Bobby every night before I be with Whitney. When she come down, then we'd have a Bible study for 2 weeks. But he was signing autographs one day. And when Whitney came off the elevator, everybody stopped running for his autograph. Everybody ran to Whitney. Well, she was more popular than you when you married her.
Yeah.
So you should do what you said. If I got a multi-millionaire woman, Oprah Winfrey, I ain't got no problem with her. I'm gonna borrow $100 million, give me 5 apartment complex, where I can make $1 million a month off each one of them. That's $5 million for 4 months. I can give her money back, huh? Go your money.
And I'm gonna play behind the scenes. You ain't gotta see my face.
Right.
You ain't gotta see my face. Let her have the spotlight.
If she can have a spotlight, I can sit in the back seat.
Yeah.
I don't. She's smarter than me, and most women smarter than us anyhow. Oprah Winfrey got a break. Jennifer Hudson got a break. Beyonce can sing, and we pray she leaves Salsa Fury alone and come on to God and be a great humanitarian. Her and a wonderful husband that's been helping people get out of jail. So Johnny Binder show is dealing with life because I live from the streets to the suite, from death row to God's row. So I'm able to speak to people about how to live their life successful than regretful. Because being the brick mason with my father early, then getting thrown in jail for robbing a jewelry store I never robbed, then 4-month trial, 9 lawyers, 300 witnesses, 40 years from Judge Hitler. So, man, God saved me.
Wow.
He saved me, but I want young men to stop saying that you don't need a woman. Don't say that. It's not good.
That's big now, and it's crazy of the disrespect, right?
Yeah.
Of how women gets treated, and it's
Yeah.
bad.
Well, some men, let me give you this here thing. Some men are hurt. They was in lust. And some men got hurt that was in love.
But
And the
what
woman-
brings you to the point to put your hands?
Huh?
What brings you to the point to put your hands on a woman like that?
Well, that's just because you're not a man. You're not a man. You got baggage. And that baggage allow you to slap her or hit her. I hit a woman and I had to. She was biting my whole leg off. I won't call her name. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with her. I had just bought a strip center and they was home. We at the club and we were gonna go to the beauty shop and the smoke. They had smoky barbecue. He wouldn't let me buy that part. And I don't know to this day why she did it, but she clogged in my leg. Man, I feel like my whole leg was coming off. and I ain't want to hit her. But if I didn't, she was going, bam, I hit her in the head, stopped her, and rushed myself to the hospital. I'm bleeding. Brother, I'm bleeding like hell. I didn't even want to tell that. I guess it's time for comedy show. Huh? Say it again.
How did she even get to your leg?
She was sitting on the side of me. Me and her cool. I mean, that's my woman. I ain't never had but 2 women put a diamond in my mouth, Reba and Sharon. And I ain't know she was gonna do that. She just bit me. Man, she bit me. And I rushed myself to the hospital, man. But that's gonna be in the movie. Yeah, that's gonna be in the movie.
See,
And
you dropping some exclusive stuff we ain't
that's
heard.
real exclusive. That's real exclusive. I was hurt, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the only time you can hit a woman if she's doing something detrimental to you. You know, I couldn't push her off because all my skin would have went with it. So
Wow.
I hit it lightly as I could and to get off me, and I rushed to the hospital. But don't fight a woman. Run from her. If a woman slap you, spit on you, swing at you. I seen a dude. Well, I'm glad we're talking about this. I just seen a dude yesterday.
Yeah.
This coward. He hit the woman, and boy, she pow and knocked him down. So he was so embarrassed. Yeah, she had something. She had something. She had something, but she was like, yeah, nigga, bring it
She
on.
knew what she was doing. Yeah.
She knew exactly what she was doing. Somebody taught her karate, boxing. Oh, she was holding on. So the
Yeah.
dude trying to get to her, and she ready to throw the hook off. I mean, she had something, man. And I was like,
Wow.
and the dude, they stopped him. I think she was gonna whoop him because because he's swinging like a girl, and she popped him. Pow!
Mm.
Yeah. But to you, young man that was trying to fight the woman, you deserve what you got. But, brother, yes, ma'am. But, brother, you ain't had no business fighting that woman.
No.
That was completely out of order. So I want all you young guys to know, don't fight no woman. Run from her.
Walk
Please.
away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
So
Not
I
worth
love
it at
you
all.
all. Any other questions? I'm listening.
Man.
Come on. You the co-host.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm trying to think because we said on a few topics right there about
Well,
mother.
the women shaped my life.
Yeah.
And then the Nation of Islam came in and gave me the wisdom and the knowledge of the woman.
Mm.
And I didn't know the woman was the mother of earth. I didn't know the woman was the second self of God. I knew she was important, but I couldn't prove it. But I can now. So all you young guys, like I always tell you, and my coach, he got a good woman. Like I tell y'all, get a good woman of God that's going to be there for you and push you and pray for you, walk with you, and y'all invest in each other where y'all can be successful. You don't want no woman of America. Pray for her and run from her. Get you a woman of God where you can have somebody you can trust, work with, and y'all can build and be successful.
I got one for you. Where can they find a woman? Now, I know obviously you go to church and stuff like that, but where can they attract a woman of God to them?
Well, that's a good question. To attract a woman of God, we got to be a man of God.
Mm.
We can't be walking around with our pants sagging spelled backward as nigga. Look at it, sagging. S-A- yeah. You never seen that? Yeah.
Oh,
So,
man.
pants down, brain down. Brothers, I'm not jumping on y'all, but y'all too handsome. You too intelligent. That come from the prison when dudes had their pants down, honey bun or tennis shoes or a fan, or they were trying to have sex. And I know that ain't what y'all are trying to do. But that's not a style, brother. And I'm pleading with y'all. Pull your pants up, brother. Y'all are wonderful. You're handsome. Barack couldn't have won the president of the United States with his pants sagging. Jay-Z couldn't be with the NFL and running it if his pants was sagging. So, y'all too handsome, man. Just stop it. And let's break the generational curse with our clothing, with our language, with our using the word nigger, with us honoring and respecting our women. This is Johnny Biden talking to you. So I've been in the game. I was the biggest one in the game in the state of Texas. So I came from death row to God's row. So if God could save me, like he saved Saul that turned to Paul in the Bible, he was killing Christians, and God changed his life. God can change your life. He changed me. He changed Mandela. 27 years, came out, became the president of South Africa. And he can change you, brother. Allow him to. It's 168 hours in a week. Give God 2 hours, brother. Not Xbox and Grand Theft Theft. Give God 2 hours. Sit down and talk with him, and stop making these phones our God. They just killed the 16-year-old on an iPhone. Stop it. Ain't no phone on the planet worth taking your brother's life. Any questions? Medina, Catherine, Delta, Eric, any questions? Y'all come on with us. I'm ready. I'm woke up, I'm wired up, and I'm fired up. Johnny Biden Show. Women who helped shape the gangster's life when he was in the game.
Yeah. So out of all the women that you spoke about today, the closest one or who had the biggest influence on you, I believe you said was India. Was that correct?
India Cross.
Okay. And was there anything that you regret in the past that you did with any of these women that could have changed the trajectory of a relationship or improved something else
Yeah.
in your life?
I wish that I would have went got her. I was allowing her to come home. And she been gone 2 days. She ain't never went 2 ways in 5 years. She had never left me that long. She was a girlfriend. So yes, I regret that. She got shot in the back. I was married to Bunny Jean Bassett, Miss Beaumont and Cheek. I was very upset that I had to put a divorce in to get my money. And I meant to pick the divorce back up, but I didn't. I regret that. I regret hurting Sharon Pope. I had to leave town. She wanted to go with me, and I didn't want her on the road running like that. So I told her to stay home, and she was real upset with me. And to this day, she got 2 wonderful daughters. She's doing a wonderful work, and I will always love her, honor, and respect her. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, your picture went away.
Okay, I'm not sure why I keep doing that. Give me one
Yeah,
second. Okay.
there you go.
There you go.
So, ain't nothing we can do without a woman. But you got to have the woman of God, a woman of honor, a woman of respect, a woman of a class, a woman with principalities, a woman that honor you and you honor her. I'm doing this tonight, and I brought this subject up tonight because all this 35% of the men killing women when they leave them. So since I'm the Godfather, I'm telling you how to treat a woman. I've been on all 3 stages of life. The master brick mason, running my father's construction company, drugs, now with God. So I had the full spectrum. And we're not getting away. Whatever you do to a woman, she ain't got to get you. God gonna get you. Because she belong to God. She ain't got to check your phone or see where you at or none of that. So when you do that, it's gonna come back to you. So you might as well honor her, respect her, and lift her up to God like you're doing, sir. And you will be successful. God will open doors up for you, and He will give you friendship in all walk of life. So get you a woman of God, not a woman of America, not a woman of Russia, not a woman of China. Get a woman of God. Somebody got principle, got moral fiber, principality, tenacity, classy, not trashy. And you women that wearing all these Daisy Dukes, I know you don't know no better. Please stop. It's in Peter 3, husband and wife. God said, don't show your outer period or plaiting your hair. God said this, not me. And I will read it out the Bible. He said, don't show your outer period. He said, cover in the sight of God. Dress for God and stop dressing for the devil. And the devil is in your boyfriend, because if he was a real man of God, he would tell, baby, no, don't put that on. You showing your posterior to everybody. And you left your drawers on the freeway. Come on back here. So a lot of women are dressing provocative because they think that's going to get them a man. It's going to get you a freak.
Yeah.
And when he freak you out, he gone. Because he's looking for another freak. Then another freak, because he's a freak. Because he was a man of God, he would tell his woman, baby, no. This you ain't nobody gonna see you but me. I read some in the Bible, Peter 3, husband and wife, where God said you need to cover. So the women have uncovered because they have not discovered who they are. They don't know how important they are to God. They don't know. The church don't teach this. Come on, pastors. Come on in. My number is 281-896-8215. I love you, but you don't teach this. This supreme wisdom.
So what's the start of where they can gain that information? Because I know you said going back to like a man, right? With gaining knowledge and studying for themselves to grow. Which is the way for a woman to start that path of growth to get to that level?
That's a good question.
Very good question.
He said, you said, what's the way?
What's the way and where is the start for a woman to get her life on track to going in that direction? If she's been out there doing wrong, maybe with the wrong dude, right? That's not showing her the right way or leading her. Because a woman is supposed to be led.
She can be led long as the man leading her to God. Now, I want to clear this because a lot of women say, well, I'm just going to follow him anyway. No, baby. Don't you do that.
Yeah.
If he's driving drunk, tell him, pull the car over, let me drive. If you don't, when they pull the car over, get out. Get out. Simple as that. Get out. If he can't listen to you and he can't listen to sound wisdom and knowledge from you, then you don't need him. Because he's disrespecting you. You tell him he's drunk. Either he's drunk mentally, drunk spiritually, or drunk with that alcohol. But I think Medina wanted to say something. Did you want to tell the audience here something about a woman that's been out there in the world, how she make it back? We can hear you loud and clear. Medina? Hello? Okay. Catherine, would you like to say? You've been around a lot of women in the street and you've seen them come back and be successful. You bet.
I have, but I think we're putting too much emphasis on what a man can do. Where's God? major transformative power. She has to come to know God, which is in her, so make her want to do better. I don't care what man you put in her face. It's like asking a man to change for a woman. That's not going to happen. God has to come in and transform him too. So
That's right.
you got to keep it in perspective. I'm not changing for a man. I'm changing for the Lord, because the Holy Spirit has convicted me and I can hear that voice. That's what makes me change.
Did you hear that, young man?
That's
Did you hear that?
powerful. Yeah, I heard all of
That's the truth. She's supposed to change for God. Now, if the man can convince her to change for God, then he got a plus. If he can convince her, show her in the Bible, Quran, the Torah, well, baby, you're a diamond in the rough. You know, we use that all the time. You're a diamond in the rough, and you get the rough off you. So she don't get the rough off her for the man. She get the rough off her for God. And then the man honor her because she got the rough off her. And it's easy for him to work with her now because she's not doing silly things.
And I think that's an issue, right? A lot of people jump from relationship to relationship or just dating to date out there without having a title or a ring put on their hands. And I feel like they never truly heal from their past. And so they bring all the baggage and drama to the next relationship, and it causes nothing but turmoil. And
Can
so
I
you
help
keep
you with
going.
that?
Go ahead.
Can I help you with that?
Go ahead.
That's why in the nation's Milton Farrakhan, and some people said something, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. He went to Scientology. The only thing he got out of it was the Dianetic. When I was in prison, I took Dianetic. Dianetics get all the hurt and pain out you. It make you look straight in yourself because God is in you. If he wasn't in you, you wouldn't be alive. He's not up there, he in you. Greatest heat is in you than heat is in the world. God blew his breath, his essence, his being, B-E-I-N-G, into you. So a part of God, God is in you. And the day he's not in you, you're dead. So we have to do the Dianetic because we carry baggage. And when you carry that much baggage, men carry baggage worse than women.
Yeah.
That's sad. We're supposed to be so tough. But we need to let the baggage go because when you go to another relationship, it turns into a battleship. Johnny Bonner talking to you. I'm trying to tell you, this is important tonight. It's about Johnny Bonner. Johnny Bonner show. I'm telling you what I've been through. You got to let the baggage go. Let it go. You got a lot of stuff to cut up. I'm cutting this one up. We chopping this up 4 minutes, 5 minutes at a time. So you got to let the baggage go. If you don't let the baggage go, you carry it with you. Now you triggerish. The woman ain't did nothing to you. She say something sound like the other woman, and you what you better watch your mother, brother. And you go to cussing her, acting crazy, and she looking at you like, Negro, I ain't said nothing to you to make you go off on me like this. And then some dudes will slap her, or push her, call her name, and throw her in the bed. Shut your mother. Yeah. All that's from the devil. That's baggage that you ain't let go. And that's why a lot of people are so easy to trigger because they ain't let the baggage go. They need a psychosocial settlement and a Dianetic. But they don't understand the psychology of themselves. Okay? Because I ran a behavioral health clinic with psychiatry, psychology, and LPC. LPC is licensed professional counselor. I'm trying to teach you young men something where you can stay out of jail and stop all this beating your woman up, shooting, and going to jail. So domestic violence up 72%. Johnny Bonner trying to stop you. This the Johnny Bonner show. Johnny Bonner trying to stop you. Just keep your hand off your woman. If you can't get along with her, go in another room. If you can't get along with her, leave the house. Do not put your hand on her. She don't belong to you. She belong to God. Keep your filthy hands off her. And young ladies, if you're doing it, don't provoke him. You see his mental capacity is not there. Pray for him. Read Proverbs. Everybody on here. Everybody, the 1,000 people came. Read Proverbs. As you subscribe, read Proverbs. Johnny Binder telling you. For a whole year, read Proverbs. Whatever day is, the day the 7th, read the 7th. Tomorrow the 8th, read it. Now, if you want to read some more, you can. But whatever day it is, read it. That's why it's 31 for 31 days. The most wisest man in the world. Why would you not read what he said? If you read it, you get knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. So why would you not want to read Solomon? Anybody don't want to read Solomon don't want wisdom. That's why God made it clear. He said, Solomon, I'm going to make you the richest man in the world. You didn't ask for Beyonce. You didn't ask for Oprah Winfrey. You didn't ask for Whoopi Goldberg. You didn't ask for Vanessa Williams. You didn't ask for that. You asked for wisdom. And God say, because you asked for wisdom, God told Solomon he could have anything because of David. Most of us wouldn't ask for wisdom because we don't understand how important wisdom is. Because you get a good woman and you don't know how to treat her and you mess over, talk to her crazy, vile, don't do what's right with her, don't further her, don't lift her, don't read the Bible with her. Y'all unequally yoked. That's where the unequally yoked at. And then the relationship turned to a battleship. Is anybody understand anything I'm saying? We're at the Johnny Binder show. I'm kicking wisdom and knowledge with you. Do anybody understand what I'm saying?
That's real.
Yeah. That's where it's at. See, I don't want a relationship. I want a Godship. If you got a Godship, it don't sink. A relationship might sink. That's why when we get to speedboats, I don't want them. I want the platoon with the two big old balloons on the side of it. It won't sink. Y'all take off fast, and I'll see you when you get back. I'll be on the platoon boat. I don't want no boat that'll sink. I want a boat that won't sink. I want a woman that won't sink. I want a woman that won't leave God. If she don't leave God, then she won't leave me.
Wow.
I'm kicking it, man, because I want young people to know we go before it's over with, and we do after I do my movie, before we're gonna open up a company called Relationships. Because almost 70% of relationships out here are bad.
It's horrible.
You know why? Because the baggage.
Yeah.
They carry baggage. And
Wow.
baggage is cold-blooded, man. If I was in
And
a
so
church,
what would this consist of? Relationships. I like the sound of that.
say it again.
What would this consist of? Is this like a counseling or
Speak
what
up
is
to me.
this? What is this consisting of when you say relationships, the business?
A relationship, you supposed to, if really a relationship means relating, you supposed to relate with your spouse. She relate with you. Y'all have understanding.
Yeah.
Too many men do this. No, what I say go. Shut your goddamn mouth. Huh? What you think she a hoe? That's what you're treating her like. What do you mean shut your mouth? She might have something to say more intelligent than you, and most of the time they do. So if you don't want to hear her, that's not a relationship. That's some silly foolishness. And I've met a lot of males like that. They want to, Eric Muhammad, assalamu alaikum, my brother. My sister, how you doing? You want to come on? Come on you. If you want to say something, text it here on the phone. I see y'all over here riding with us. I didn't look over here. I apologize. But this is the Johnny Binder show. And right now, this is a good night. We talking about the women. And without the women, a nation rise no higher than its woman. And that's what's wrong with America. America do not know how to respect a woman. We got President Trump. You see how he treat a woman. You see how he put his hand on her, talk about her. So it's at the top and it trickle down. It was already like that. He just made it worse. So again, he had to be impeached. That ain't our subject tonight, but he had to be impeached. He got to go. What he did to the people down there in Kirk and talking about cutting the money, where it's not no weatherologist, I don't know how you say that word, where weather person know when the storms come.
Weatherologist.
To help me out with it. We need them people and we need them bad. If we had the weatherology people, them children be alive. Because they'd have seen the storm coming, like they seen in Harvey, like they seen in Katrina, like they see all them storms in Florida. You got to be able to see the storm. But Donald Trump, he want to cut all the money. They asked him and say, would you still cut it? I don't know. And while the people dying, they looking for him, he playing golf. You didn't hear me. The president of the United States, not my president, y'all president, playing golf while people dying. Did you hear that?
Loud and clear.
Yeah. So again, to the women that's listening and to the millions of women will hear this in 7 days or 2 weeks, I got a company going to be putting it in Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, put it everywhere. They start in the morning. She's been on it tonight, Miss Delta out of Dallas. Miss Delta, we love you. We need you. She said, be honest with Delta. Let me put her right here. There she is right there. We need you, Miss Delta. So I need you to take this company, take it to another level, and save lives. I'm not worried about no money. I ain't worried about none of that. God gonna do all that. I want to save lives with this company. The Johnny Bond show, the Johnny Bond movie, then the series. You know, we have to learn how to honor God first and the woman second.
Absolutely. And so back to the topic of a woman, right? Right now, can you think of any female artist or influencer in the world who is redefining the cultural norms right now in the world?
That's a good
That's
one,
a,
boy.
that's like a game changer.
Yeah, you came hard like Willie D here. Miss Montreal, Mr. Muhammad, Medina, Catherine, and whoever else listening. He said, what woman that we could think of that's redefining? I think we got something else. What do you say? Khalil Muhammad. I think he might can answer this. Khalil, you want to come in? I think he want to answer this. Let me see. But Khalil, if you want to come on and answer this,
And
brother.
I'm talking about female artists because I know you used to be in the streets, but you was also in the entertainment business. So you know about music. So I'm speaking from a female artist standpoint or an influencer in the world. One of those in those
Yeah,
lanes.
that's a good question. He asked Medina, Catherine, my audience, Delta. I got some stuff in my head I'm gonna say on the Johnny Bond show, but this is really God's show. But he's asking what woman have changed a trajectory in America that other women will want to follow.
Erykah Badu, Jill Scott.
Okay. All right. I can't argue with that. Jill Scott, I can't argue with that.
She's
Erykah
good.
Badu.
You have another one that got 5 Grammys, Lauryn Hill. She
Yes.
she did 5 Grammys. She not that she's perfect, but she did a lot of good, and her Grammys was on women. 1,000% of her music talking to the women, and the women heard her, and she changed a lot of women. Uh, I gotta say another one though. Alicia
I know it
Keys.
got to be a yes. That's who
Alicia
I was
Keys
thinking of.
is a humanitarian. She spent millions of dollars out of her pocket in Africa, and they've been trying to get her to get naked for a long time. She stopped wearing makeup for a while. I think she just started putting a little bit of it back on, but they coming on here, man. Y'all come on. Thank y'all. If y'all got something to say, text it. But she is a great example. And there's other examples. So I'm not saying no other women not the example. But that's who I'm thinking of right now. Who else would you say? No, they have to be in music.
Okay, I'm gonna go hard on this one, but I'm gonna say Jackie Onassis Kennedy.
You serious?
I'm very, 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 very.
So you think Jackie Onassis Kennedy was a good example?
Yes.
Okay, tell me
She
why.
couldn't express the fact that she was black, could she? But she hired all black people. Those was her designers, and the people closest to her were African American women. So she was the first black lady, but she couldn't express that. And I love the way she carried herself with dignity and respect.
You just taught me
Even
something.
when her husband was murdered and she had to step out on the back of that car, I always see her crawling out the back of that car after we all know what happened to JFK, that mess. And
Okay.
the way she had to endure the system and still carry on. So for that reason.
All right, y'all. All right. I don't know if y'all knew. I didn't know that part.
I didn't at all. That's something
I don't
new.
know it all. I didn't know that part. At the Johnny Biden show, again, you'll learn a lot of things. Mr. Medina, who else do you think? Because I like Sade. Sade ain't been in no stuff. She always covered and beautiful, riding a horse, kick her shoes off. She got good music. I love Sade. I love Sade.
I like that one. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Who else? Who else, y'all? It ain't just got to be in music. I actor or someone y'all know that we know. I want to say something. I might get an argument on this one.
Go ahead.
I love Oprah Winfrey. I don't love everything she do, but when she spent that $60 million in Africa, the people never have a mattress, never had a new pair of tennis shoes, never had a TV, never had clean water, and she changed that whole village, and it's brand new to this day. Everything working. So for that reason, to me, that's when she won me. She won me there.
Okay. Well, we can always circle back to that one if somebody else drop in the chat.
That was a deep one.
Somebody.
You put that thing out there. 24 years old, Josiah. Ladies and gentlemen, my co-host, he put it out there. He thought he was Willie D.
Yeah, I'm coming with the heat tonight. I want to challenge you guys.
Yeah.
I
I
want to challenge you guys.
Hold up, excuse me, y'all. I forgot about Maya Angelou. I was way out of line. I was way out of line. Matter of fact, let me go a little bit further. You know what? Let me stop this. I want to apologize to Medina, you, Catherine, you, and all you people over on this phone, Khalil Muhammad, Derek, Montreal, and all the rest of you. Let me apologize. I know some women that changed the whole trajectory of the world. One of them name was Rosie Parks. Wouldn't move off the bus. That's bigger than an actor or singer. Would not move. The men wanted her to move, and she said, no, I'm not moving. One of her feet was hurting, her heart was hurting. Another one, the Underground Railroad, Harriet Tubman. She said, I'm going to give you liberty or give you death. Because you had some of the men, Medina, my brother, co-host, and Catherine, that want to go back. But you know, if they went back, Master was going to beat them and make them tell what the Underground Railroad. It didn't say how many of them she killed. We don't know that number. But we know she had to kill some of them because they want to go back to Master, where they're comfortable at. They didn't want to be on the road getting away. They want to go back to Master. And we got some people like that today. That's a fact. And we had Ida B. Wells. A lot of people don't see her. She was a school teacher in the 1800s. And she was so powerful, they was hanging the black men. Her and about 75 to 100 women went to the sheriff office with 12-gauge shotguns. I guess they saved their money up. And they told the sheriff, if you hang one more black man, we're going to kill you. They didn't hang another black man till she died. So that's the power of a woman. So again, Sojourner Truth, Madam J. Walker, the first millionaire with the
Yeah,
comb.
I was just gonna say that.
I'm now
Throw the
my
words
head
out
open
my
now.
mouth.
I was locked. I ain't locked no more. I ain't locked no more.
Out my mouth.
We got some powerful
Anybody
women, man.
that hasn't seen the movie on Madam C.J. Walker, I recommend
Yeah,
watching that movie.
yeah.
That is literally history. Like they don't understand how much she went through,
She went through hell.
man.
Oh, Medina, did you see that movie?
Y'all gotta watch that.
You did?
I did not.
Okay. We're gonna get you to it. It was powerful. She had to fight them people. They did everything, burn up building down. They did everything to stop
But
it.
the belief system when and it goes to prove of what an entrepreneur goes through when their family don't believe in them, when they get hit with the hardest times, whatever it is. She stood through everything. She was out there selling her product when nobody was coming to her,
That's a fact.
and it only took one person for those doors to open.
That's a fact, brother.
So
That's
it
a
was
fact.
powerful. And so I do have another question too, as far as on a business aspect of how just women are shaping the landscape of that. So from your opinion, right, how are women shifting the landscape of business and entrepreneurship in today's world that you see?
Boy, this is a good show. This all been about the women. It's been a lot about the women. We're gonna chop this up 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. It's gonna be good. Say that again.
How do you view women shifting the landscape of business and entrepreneurship in today's world?
Right.
You want to answer that, Medina?
No, I don't want to answer. I'm waiting to hear your answer. Go ahead. Tell us. Tell us how you feel about that.
Boy, that's deep. We got 19 women in Georgia that shook the world. And they bought 500 acres. We flew down there, Black Wall Street. We met with them. One a lawyer, one a real estate broker, and I can't remember, I think the other was a banker. I didn't meet the other 16. And all of them husbands supported them. They wasn't there with them, but they supported them. And while I was there, they bought 500 more acres. 1,000 acres.
Wow.
So they changed the trajectory of the whole world. I don't know no 19 women to buy no 1,000 acres. And they building a whole town. And they trying to keep it quiet because they don't want us all to go down there and help them build that town where we have our own town, like China got right here on Bel Air.
Yep.
It's worth billions of dollars. So it's not talked about. They don't want you to know about that because that was historical of Miss Medina for 19 women. They bought 500 acres, and then turned around and bought 500 more acres. They bought the other 500 acres while I was there. And we had a meeting about it, and I spoke well of them, man. I mean, I tried to turn, what'd you say, ma'am? Miss Medina?
Oh, yes, you spoke highly of them. That's why I wanted you to answer the question.
Yeah. They brother, you can Google it. Google it.
I will.
Have any women ever bought 1,000 acres in America? Black women. From 1 to 19. Have any women ever bought, Catherine, Google it, 1,000 acres if you would. You know. So that's deep. That's deep, man. Medina, Google that too. See if y'all Google come up the same. I don't know nobody done it.
We already went over that.
Okay, because I don't think nobody ever done it. That's deep, man. Do you understand what I'm saying? 1,000 acres?
That's a lot of
Most
land,
people
man.
won't buy a half acre,
Yeah.
a piece of acre. We want a Chanel purse and some red bottom shoes and a Rolex watch and some St. John. I don't know who made a saint, but St. John. So, you know, our whole thing is labelistic, not godlistic. And then they got 3 women supposed to own a bank in Katy. I want somebody to Google that because I just went to the bank today to borrow some money on some property and we're going back. So if anybody know that, there's supposed to be 3 women over in Katy. I've not met them, but for sure they got a bank. I think it's 3 of them in Katy right here. And then there's another sister got a bank in Dallas. So that's powerful. That's powerful.
Wow.
Now, I'm
Okay.
going to tell you somebody I like that's white. The woman that adopted all them children, Anna Jolie, what's her name?
Angelina Jolie.
I love her. I think she gave George
Right.
Floyd family $1 million. I think she gave Katrina $2 million. And she adopted 19 children, most of them out of Africa. So she done won my heart. You know, she won my heart.
It's powerful.
It's powerful. So we have a
Okay.
lot of
That's a
female that's entrepreneurs, and we got to give a shout out to them, and we appreciate them. And I done ran across some, I deal with some. One of them named Jackie Patterson. She's entrepreneur. So it's a lot of entrepreneurs out here, man. And we want our women, we want them to be successful. And whoever don't want them to be successful is not of God.
So since we said Miss Jacqueline Patterson, we give her her flowers because I
Yeah.
always tell her this: to be in advertising and to own an advertising agency when she did, it was a white man's world, a white man's club. There were hardly any black people, less known black women, that owned an advertising agency, especially in the South. So for that, I will always give her her props. That's a bad woman. That's
Yeah.
a bad woman. And then oil and gas.
She had salt and pepper team. She had Exxon Mobil for 28 years. It was a miracle.
Yes. And
It was a
there's a
miracle.
young lady in Beaumont that we work with. She's purchasing some assisted living facilities in Jasper, Texas, in Sundown, Texas.
Yeah, she tried to, her name Mika, ain't it?
It is.
She tried to get me to go with her. y'all. And I ain't gonna lie, I love Mika. I said, Mika,
You
I'm
said,
not buying no that kind of land in no Jasper. If I buy it, we're gonna let a white woman, a white man buy it and let them sell it. I'm not gonna be out there. I'm not gonna put myself in front of no Ku Klux Klan with that Confederate flag. Every night I go to bed, the house got to be surrounded, bells and gates and alarms, and gun cocked in my hand with grease on it. No, I'm not. I'm not staying. That's where they drag Jane Bird. I'm
yeah,
not
that
staying
was
in no
bad.
Jasper, Texas, man. But
That was bad.
She dedicated to her
she
vision.
she dedicated. I mean, I love her.
She get down the door.
She can do her thing. I love her to death. That's where she want to be at. It's a good deal. I wish I could. She said, Jasper, Texas. I jumped out the car running. I said, oh no, not me. That's like telling me to go live in Huntsville, where I went to prison at. Man, I'm not living no Huntsville, man. I'm not gonna live in no Huntsville. Come on, man. All them prisons down there, you crazy? Nah.
Okay, I got one more question.
Come on with it.
Anybody
We at
else
the
got
end.
something after that's good. But what's one cultural stereotype about women that you think we're finally breaking through, breaking ground?
Say that again.
What's one cultural stereotype about women that you think we're finally breaking through? It's 2025. Okay, so what is one of them that you feel like we're breaking through?
That's deep. I need Catherine, Medina. Y'all gonna have to help me on this one. And let me see
Yeah.
over here.
I don't see any stereotypes breaking. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you because
Dell on here.
when you're a woman and you are in that corporate America world and you're passionate and you're dedicated and even in your entrepreneurial journey, because people don't understand the passion, they still want to label you an angry Black woman. Then people are then intimidated. We and Mika had this discussion today. People want you to dumb yourself down so they feel comfortable. Not only because you're a woman, but because you're a Black woman. So I used to lead these multinational teams for projects for Fortune 500 some time ago. And I would notice that after I had these big calls with all these people, I looked on my LinkedIn profile, all my views would go up. And then people's spirits would change towards me because they didn't want a little Black girl telling them what to do, or they were threatened by the position that I was in. So I can say that my manager told me, he was a white man. He was like, Catherine, I got you. He said, we're going to have it, because I was like, I'm having the Michelle Obama effect. That's what I had told him. And he was like, well, I got you. He said, if anybody comes to me with anything other than your performance, he said, I got you back. He said, because I understand the code, where you're working. I'm only one on the team, probably one of 10 in one of those positions. And that was hard. So I can say, I think that you still need allies. Is that what they call them now? You got to have your white allies. Your salt and pepper team, as Jay likes to say, to hold you down in your court and look out for each other, because we crabs in a bucket.
I want to say this, my stereotype that we done broke through. A lot of women have started being more professional with themselves, and they invest in their money constructively. They done figured out America. We spend $1.3 trillion a year on things, labelistic. So a lot of women have come out of that because they don't want to be labelistic no more. They want to take their money, invest their money where they can have residual coming in. So a lot of women breaking through with more businesses like in Atlanta. There's more women down there in business than anything. So the women right now, no disrespect to us. I hope nobody will get mad at me. They beating us out in business.
No, say it. I'm glad you said that. That's real. They
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, they beating us out. And I know what some men gonna say. So let me go say it. I know man Johnny Bond on there, man. Man, he spoke the truth, man, but he's talking about the women. I said, hold my brother before you get mad at me. I know what you're gonna say, and I'm gonna say it with you. They get more breaks than us. Yes, they do. They look better than us. And the white man or the white bank are lending them money faster than us. Credit score or not. So praying one day they can walk with them, hold a hand or whatever. But the door ain't open for us like that. And it's hard for a black man to get a business in America and be successful. You get a mom and pop shop. I'm talking about a Fortune 500 business. I'm talking about where you make over $1 million a year. So again, I applaud for the women. I want to get a thing. I get a button on here with a clap. I applaud for the women. I applaud for the women. Keep stepping out. Keep being successful. Y'all been doing it for the last 20 years. Don't stop. Only thing I'm gonna do is catch up to you and go in business with you, and you get your part, I get my part, my godson get his, and we all be successful. I'm not inferior to no woman being no millionaire. I'm not inferior to a woman being richer than me. I'm not. If God gave her that gift and she used her gift and she get blessed with more money and more venture and more connection, it don't bother me like that. I'm not jealous of that. That's if she that's gifted, then God gave her something to give me. Tell me how I can do it. Lend me the money. How you go your money back? So I don't, to all the men that's listening, and I debate with you on this, I don't have a problem with it. I have no problem with it. Because if she there, we there. Because she can reach down and get the man and pull him up. Because she got to have a man. So it's got to be one of us. She can reach down and get the man and pull him up. So again, that was a good question you asked, young man. That was be 24 years old. You rocked the boat on that one.
Hey, I wanted to point out too in the chat. This was cracking me up early. Sean Jackson said, "Some will purchase a." Sean Jackson said in the comments, "Some will purchase a BBL before they purchase some property."
Let me see what Sean had. What is a BBL? Talking about doing the breast, the butt, and all that?
Nah, the butt.
Oh, the butt.
Yeah. No, because that's a serious issue. A lot of
Kendra, good afternoon, everyone. No disrespect intended. Okay, Kendra, okay. That's the guy we're supposed to help. Don't forget, we're going to help Kendrick, okay? I don't think he texted stuff to me like I asked him. So let me put this up. So if you see something in there like that, immediately, you the co-host. If you see something in there like that, immediately say something about it, because we want to address it. I'm not running from nothing. I run into it, and address it. Sean say, Medina, Catherine, Sean say, some will purchase a BBL before they purchase some property. Young man, ain't nothing I can say to you, but yes, sir, you're right. They don't know. And it's not their fault, it's the father's fault. I'm going back to the father, not a daddy, a father that's going to father the child. Every young girl need a mother and a father. Not one of them, but both of them. Because he's supposed to show her how a man supposed to treat her. So the mother got a great job, the father got a great job. And we need to sit at the table with our children much as we can where they can see family at the table while we're talking about this. And I was used to that with my mother and father, the Johnny Bonner Show. So yes, Sean, you're right. That you hit the ball out the park. What's his name say, wow. Kendrick Battle say, wow. So that was a good one, brother. Anything you want to add on there? Somebody Paper stock 1,000 papers active. Salute to your brother. I don't know what that means.
He already knew that she was a BBL woman.
Say it again.
I believe if you have a woman that chooses to get a BBL over investing in herself, you already knew what type of woman she was.
Okay.
That's a good one.
All women is not going to do that.
Boy, that's a good one.
If you go to the bank,
That's a good one.
okay,
That's a good one.
Because
try her out. Try her out.
it's women dying from
Look what
getting
she
that
said.
surgery.
No, she's being literally, physically, tough love. Medina saying, try your woman out. Take her to the bank and say, do you want to get a BBL or do you want to buy this property?
No. You take her to the bank.
Okay.
Put $5,000 in her hand.
Okay.
Okay. Check back with her in the next 24 hours. Okay. If she's at the mall, that's the type of woman you got. Okay. If she's online trying to figure out how to invest it, you know what type of woman you have. If you call her and say, in 24 hours, let me borrow that $10,000 back that I just gave you, and I'm going to give it right back. Let's see if she still has it.
Lord have mercy.
Then you will know what
Boy,
type of
some
woman
good teaching on here tonight. This you don't open up something, man. Brother, we gonna chop this tape up. Say,
Yeah.
we gonna chop this up. I ain't gonna leave this dormant. I'm gonna take this tape right here. Tomorrow, I'm getting this chopped up. At least 4 to 8 of them.
Once again, that's a stereotype. Okay. And then 2, okay, we got to be careful because our women are influenced.
Mm-hmm.
They believe that it makes them, I guess, a 50 piece, a 10 piece, or whatever, a dime, whatever you want to call it. Okay. That's a self-esteem issue.
Yes, it is. Low self-esteem issue. They think what she's saying, y'all co-host, she's saying that she think now that she went got this butt, she's all of that. But let me, there's a lot of women over here on this side. Della, I know you know about this. Miss Davis, I know you know about it. Mr. Muhammad, Montreal, Eric, y'all got something to say, man. Tag.
I just feel like that's a part of the culture now. I mean, they influence, right?
Yeah.
By the artists. I named them already. You got Megan Thee Stallion, you got Cardi B, you got all these different artists that these girls look up to, and they be like, damn, if I get my body like that, I could get any man I want. I could get into any type of door. And a lot of times it can work for them with certain men, a certain caliber. But is there any longevity? Is there any longevity with that?
Yeah, it's some women been successful, took their boobs, their butt, and been successful. But again, if you have, what I'm saying is that
women want to feel desired. Okay, that's the bottom line.
come on.
All right, so it became competitive. All right, that's what's
Yeah, it's a lot of fish in the sea.
Let me say this then. Let me say where it came from. That way, the young women that when they hear this and we splice this tape up, they understand it. It came out the Bible when they were trying to kill Jesus. The wise men where Jesus was, but Pharaoh didn't know where he was. He was trying to get them to tell where he was, where he can kill him, because they know a savior was born. You with me? So they said the women started hiding their children 2 years old down because they want them killed. That part of the Bible ain't there. And they say we're going to use the women because the soldiers say, well, what are we going to do with the women? They said we're going to use the women as spoils of war, as booties. So, yeah. So here we are today in 2025. and we're dealing with booties. That's why all this Days of Duke going on. We got more women in Days of Duke today. No homecoming. Oh my God. Do not go no homecoming. I don't want to call the college's name, but
No, look, no.
don't go.
Let's call them out. 'Cause
No,
look, I've been in
no, I don't want to do that. I don't look at you. You been to homecoming?
PV. We talking about PV, right?
I'm talking about Texas Southern University and PV. PV just happened to be worse than Texas Southern. Brother, it was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was bad. Out of every 50 women, 40 of them was butt naked.
And then look, I've been in parties where it's a foam party. So yeah, you're right. They are naked. It's foam everywhere, like bubbles in the air in a tent.
Yeah. Well, let me say this to them, because they don't know no better. They don't have no fathers. They have uncovered, because they have not discovered who they are. So really, it's not their fault. They've been trained into that. You see this here coat, this jacket. You see this here? This the puppeteer. This the puppet. And all of us been puppetized. Me, Malcolm, Martin, all of us been fooled. That's why the Revelation 12:9, it say the devil should deceive the whole world. So all them little girls, all of us been deceived. So they have uncovered, Medina, Catherine, my guy, all you women on here, they have uncovered, because they have not discovered who they are. These people ain't going nowhere on here. They have
Sean Jackson said a 10-piece chicken from Bojangles and a side of mash will get you a natural BBL. Look, LOL with high blood pressure.
Oh. He said, what? I guess we need something to laugh on. He said,
He talking about Bojangles, the chicken spot.
I'm trying to see where he said it.
That's in North Carolina. Right.
They got them down here now. They got one in
Oh, it is.
99.
10 pieces of chicken from Bojangles and sides of mashed potatoes and get you a natural BBL with high blood pressure. Oh, boy, that was a good one. We need a laugh. We've been so serious tonight. We needed a laugh. We needed that.
That's fine.
We got any music could come through here. We can play on the way out. Okay. So our computer died. We'll keep the battery in it from now on. Keep plugged up. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been here for 2 hours and something now, and we're gonna chop this thing up. It's gonna go viral. It's a bunch of this youngster to come on here. He's gonna ask some great questions, and Medina answering them, and Catherine and answering them. Delta, you got a lot of stuff to do. We starting in the morning, and the Johnny Binder Show, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if my people over here have any questions. Let me see. Mr. Davis, do y'all have anything to say? Razul Muhammad, do you have anything you want to say? If y'all want to say something, say it. I'm listening. Montreal, do you have anything you want to say? Now, Dilla, I know you personally. You own 3 acres of food. This young lady here grow food, y'all. Let me go and give her props. She grow food, right out Zelensky. She got 3 acres. She growing food out there.
We need that. We need more.
She got vegetables everywhere. So, young lady, keep it up. Don't stop. She got horses, all that. Keep it up.
Man.
Don't stop. And grow good food now. Keep us healthy. Our health is our wealth. Don't bring no pig out there. So grow good food. So again,
Awesome.
who else? Who is this? Khalid Muhammad, assalamu alaikum. Montreal Sampson, may God bless you. Eric Muhammad, assalamu alaikum. Uh, anybody else? We're gonna turn off in about 5 minutes. Anybody got anything they want to say? This show has been prolific. This brother, this brother Sean Jackson, we want to keep him. He been on fire.
You gotta keep tuning in. That's
Yeah,
funny.
brother, you got to keep tuning in, brother. And you need to let everybody know to subscribe, brother. Hit that subscribe button. We want to go on and put that other few people on there. I go there, subscribe, hit it. Uh, uh, at the Johnny Bonner Show, and hit subscribe so we can go finish this thing in about 7 days and knock this out. Ain't nothing hard about this. We prescribe for the devil. Let's prescribe for God. Let's get this channel up where we can save lives, save our children, and come on here. We're not wilding out. We talking about something makes sense to save life, and they're talking about the woman and God is really nothing more important than that, but the children after that. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a great night. The women who helped shape the gangster's life when he was in the game. Boy, that's deep. That's deep. Then one day, when after the movie, in the series, we'll see who shaped my life that goes straight on to the top of the mountain. So I'm glad for the people around me. I'm glad for the people that believe in me, male or female. And I'm like Rudy Rasmus, Pastor. Rudy Rasmus, Beyonce Pastor. I love you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. So that's what time it is. Catherine, you have anything you want to say, anything you want to ask before we go?
No, great show. Looking forward to the next one.
All right. Miss Medina, you got that great name. That's the second most holiest name in the world. Your father set you up. Mecca, Medina, Aisha, and Khadija. And in the Christian world, Mary. Uh, you got anything you need to say before we close out?
I do not. Thank you for the invite.
Thank you. You spoke well. Sean Jackson put some comedy in it. And Sean, we needed that, bro. We need. I ain't never heard nobody say nothing like that. Man, say go to the chicken house. Lord have mercy. And catch our blood. Oh, that was a good one.
It'll catch our blood pressure.
10 pieces of chicken from Bojangle and sides of mashed potatoes to get you a natural BBL look with high blood pressure. Yeah, diabetes. Lord have mercy. My God. Sean, you made it up tonight, brother. You've been the comedian of the night. We ain't mad at you. You beat Cat William out and Kevin Hart tonight. Yeah, I wasn't looking for that one. Young man, say something to the young people. Take 30 seconds to a minute. Say something to the young people on the Johnny Bonner Show. How important it is for them to read Proverbs where they can get the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding where we can change the trajectory of disrespecting and killing one another and disrespecting our women and our children. It's on you now, sir.
Absolutely. And it's been a pleasure speaking tonight. Um,
Yeah.
it's just been flowing through me. I can't even take credit for this. This is all to God be the glory. And so, with everything that Mr. Johnny said, from a young man's perspective, to respect the woman, you gotta respect God. That's God. The woman is God. And so, by you tuning in every day, reading the Proverbs, right? 31 days, you're gonna gain something from that.
That's a
Okay, you should
fact.
be growing. You're growing just how you go to the gym, right? Lift weights, you get muscles, you're training this muscle and this muscle because you start to believe it. It starts to become you. And so it's very important when you wake up in the mornings, right? Don't just get on your phone. Okay, if you got the Bible next to your bed or just praying, speak out loud whatever you want to thank God for, and then go right into the book. Or if you got it on your phone, the Bible app, that's the only time you get on your phone. Read that first thing before you hit the ground, and I guarantee your day will be led with that on your head and your heart and everything that you do. So you won't approach things in a certain way that you might have did in the past because you're growing every day. And so it starts with that, and that's how you start to become a better man overall. So I want to just thank it, Mr. Johnny, Miss Catherine, Miss Medina, for this amazing show. And we're gonna keep dropping gems daily. This is just the start, okay? And so we want to make sure everybody's tuning in. Please subscribe, share, and like this video because this is how the word is going to get out. This is how more people are going to become woke. It's a popular word now, the woke, being woke. And I feel like that word gets misrepresented and thrown around. To become woke, you first got to know yourself, but to know God.
Teach.
You got to know God. And so when you know God, then everything we just spoke about with the woman, you know the woman of God. And that's going to open the doors up for you. Okay. With her right by your side, now you're set to build your empire. Whether you're an entrepreneur, okay, you're learning a trade, or you're going to school to reach that next level of life, of success, you need those in order first before anything. So read Proverbs every day. Please keep tuning in every day to our lives. And we're excited to hear the journey of success. Always drop in the comments of any success stories, right? Or any challenges you might be dealing with that day, because your
Please.
message can help a lot of people out there, whether it's good or bad. But it's a story and a lesson. And so we're excited about this. And I just want to say I'm grateful to be a part of this opportunity. And glory to be to God. It's a blessing, man. I'm appreciative. Thank you.
Thank you, young man. Yeah, Medina said it was beautiful.
Thank you, Miss Medina.
Yes, indeed. It
So-
was a pleasure.
She killed it tonight. She was
Yeah,
on it.
she spoke up. We need more. We need the women to speak up. It's
Yes.
an honor and respect. It's an honor and respect to all of you. Captain, my COO, Medina, you, my brother. It's I can't say enough to what's it? Oh, what is it?
Sean
Good show
Jackson.
tonight. I'm 28 years old, truck driver. I own my own truck. I just drove from Virginia to North Carolina. Listened to y'all the whole way. Lord have mercy.
Wow.
Did y'all hear that?
That's powerful, man.
Man, say man, I hope, Sean, that I got to post a comment on this, man. I hope, brother, I'm going to love you. Love you. All right. So I just told you I love you, Sean. Sean, thank you. I'm so glad that my number on there, you can call whenever. I'm so glad that we was able to to do what happened here. It's an honor, brother, that you drove from, Lord have mercy, you drove 28 years old, drove his 18-wheeler all the way from Virginia to North Carolina. Boy, he's driving, ain't he? So, brother, we glad that we was a part of that. We thank you. We pray that you be victorious and successful. We pray you share this and get them to subscribe. We're going to cut this up into 4-5 minutes and put it out every day. It's too long, and we know it. So we're going to cut it up. So I want to thank you, brother, your wife, your mother, your family. We want to thank all of you and all your listeners over here. Let me thank my people over here. How y'all doing? Y'all still here? I'm going to let y'all go. I know we got to go to work tomorrow. Eric Muhammad, Assalamu alaikum. Miss Samson, Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, we stand for the devil. Now we stand up for God. That's wonderful. Mr. Muhammad, Derek Lee, Miss Della, Miss Rasul, Mr. Muhammad, Mr. Davis. I want to thank all of y'all for coming out. I mean, they still here. That's powerful. Yeah, I want to, y'all come off YouTube. Come off Facebook. I'm gonna stay for 2-3 more minutes. Come off Facebook and come to YouTube. The link is put @ in the front of it, the Johnny Binder Show. Put @ there it is. Put @ the Johnny Binder Show. Y'all getting it? @ sign, the Johnny Binder Show. Go over there and subscribe, and get your people to subscribe. I'm gonna give you another 2-3 minutes to go over there before I turn this off. @ the Johnny Binder Show on YouTube. Is that right? And hit that subscribe button. We want to get 1,000 people quick as we can. We're doing good with the views. We're over 1,000. And so we finna shoot commercials, put it all out. And my young co-host, he gonna liberate and put it everywhere. Medina gonna touch all the people she know and capture a bunch of people. So all of us work together. We can get this show up and running where we can monetize it, where it can start paying for itself. And then I'm gonna go on and get some commercials and stuff. And then all of us here get a contract where we all will be paid. And that way we be making money, helping people, helping the children, and showing the children how to get out the game. The game and game. If you're going to stay in the game, 20 y'all, 30 y'all, let's open up the vocational school with y'all where you can do plumbing, electricity, welding, or whatever it's going to be. But not to be in the game to hurt one another or hurt someone else. We don't need no more of that. So I'm pleading with y'all. Give a 7-day truce. Anything wrong, call me at 281-896-8215. I got a council of people, 7. We got 11, 13, where we can sit down with you and go over the problem and show you really it's not a problem. And where we can make peace. And that way one can go their way and the other one go their way. We got a company called Gloves Up, Guns Down. Pick up the gloves, live another day, pick up the guns, you die the same day. God is the author of peace and not confusion. We don't want the confusion. We don't have enough of that. Please, all them people dead, all them children, and they want to take the weather people and cut the money. Donald Trump, I pray people see now that we need a state of emergency and impeach you with the quickness. That's what needs to be done. This is a state of emergency. Impeach Donald Trump for his mental capacity. He needs a psychosocial assessment and a diagnostic. There's something not functioning up there. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's dangerous. He getting us in trouble with everybody. 17 million people finna be hungry, out of insurance. Children ain't got no sack lunch. SNAP, KIP, Head Start. Come on, man. But you cut that much money for 83 billionaires. And you think God gonna let you get away with that? Do you actually think that? You think you bigger than God, Mr. Trump? You'll soon see. May God bless y'all. May God keep y'all. I thank all my guests over here to the right. I thank the guests to my left. I thank you, Miss Catherine. I thank you, Miss Medina, and my co-host, my godson. I thank you, sir. It's been a wonderful show. Always put your name up there, ARI. It's been a wonderful show. This has been the best show. This has been very thought-provoking. This is so essentially important, how important a woman is, not to just Johnny Binder, but to the world. And without her, we're nothing. And we're incomplete until you get a woman of America, a woman of China, a woman of Russia. No, when you get a woman of God. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. May God keep you. Remember the 12 things we do: knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Give you freedom, justice, equality. Give you food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. That's what the Johnny Binder Show gives you. Talk about Johnny Binder and the transformation God has done with me. And we'll learn a lot together. And your children will be wholesome and successful and walk away from these traps and get unity with our children and with their gifts they have so we can be successful. We need them. They are today and our tomorrow. They are legacy. May God bless you. May God keep all of you. Thank you. May God bless you.